Hi guys, and welcome to another ChatGPT basic tutorial. In this quick video I want to show you how to use the Canva function on ChatGPT. So it's basically when you go to ChatGPT and you click on these three little dots here, you have the Canvas one, which is mainly for collaboration. And the main difference with ChatGPT is that you can change like smaller parts inside of the output without changing everything. So when you're talking with ChatGPT and you ask him to do like an email, for example, for you, if you want to ask like, oh, make me this shorter or change me this tight, like this, the first line, he will create a new one, okay? With Canva, you can actually go step by step and change just that part and collaborate. So if you have a ChatGPT account with other person, the other person can also come change the other part. So it's really helpful, guys, especially for really long outputs, like for example a newsletter. I'll show you that example. For coding, so if you are coding like an app, this is really cool, guys, because you can just go there, headline some parts and change it and ask ChatGPT to change just that part. Okay, so when you come here, you just click on Canva. You see here it says, and now I will let's write a newsletter. Okay, so write me a new tutorial for my newsletter about how to create a strategic plan using AI for my business. Below you will see an example of a previous newsletter tutorial, so you can base the new on that. Okay, so let's see example. Okay, and now I'll just drag and drop the other one really quickly. Okay, so this is just an example from our newsletter. Let's go all the way here. Let's copy and let's put it here. Okay, now as you can see, the canvas is headline here. So if I click open up, it will open up a really, this kind of a box style here, which is the box of each kind of Canva size. So you can continue even talking with that. But the main difference, as you can see, is this Canva box here, where you can actually click on it, and as you can see, it automatically pops up here on the screen, and the chat technically goes to the left side, okay? And this is what you can actually in live change wherever you want on this tutorial. So as you can see, it's still writing again. The canvas for us is more, we will recommend more for like bigger stuff, like for example, blog articles, coding, and newsletters in this case. And if you are also collaborating with other people that they also have access to this ChatGPT, Canva will be like a better option, because everyone can come here and just change, for example, a little part. For example, if I want to change this title, I'll show you in a second, you can just highlight the title and change it without changing everything again, okay? So that's the big difference on just using Canva or using the normal ChatGPT, okay? Just concluding here. Now, if I want, I can just exit here and continue the conversation here and even create a new one. But the cool thing about these guys, as you can see here, imagine that I want to change, or I wanted to expand. Let's expand, for example, I don't know. Let's expand step number 2. You can just highlight it. You see here, and you can put it in bold. So there are some like formatting text here you can use. But the cool thing about this is ask ChatGPT. So I can even ask ChatGPT to please expand this section, or this point, let's say this section, and feel free to be as specific as possible, guys. Of course, as you always know, the more specific you are, the better it will be. Okay, so let's wait a little bit to see if it's changing. As you can see, it's thinking here on the right side with these icons, so we're still thinking about it. And let's see if you can just expand this part here. Okay, it can take some minutes comparing to the normal ChatGPT, I'll say. But let's see. As you can see, now it's headlining everything. Let's see if we need to, sometimes you need to select again. But as you can see, guys, it's changing only step number 2, which is really, really cool. Okay, now you can even go even deeper, like just pointing out this point here of strength. I want more. Add more points. So if I want a 4, I want a 5. Of course, this is a SWOT analysis, so it's only 4 points. But if I add another point, I can just select this and add another point. So you see the benefit of Canva, right? And as you can see, everything else maintained the same. The only thing that changed was step number 2, which is really cool. I can say, for example, I don't know, changing this conclusion, for example, the last part, for example, if I want to change the name, just change change to Rui, which is my name, and Luis, or change the order of the names. For example, change the order of the names, and it will do it. Okay, so really basic stuff, but you see the purpose of it. You add line everything, and as you can see, change it. It doesn't change anything else. So it's really cool, guys. And of course, for coding, if you code, it's even better, because as you know, coding is really like specific. You need to know exactly what you're doing. Just changing smaller parts sometimes of the code, and if you have more than one person on the team, this is even better. Okay, so if you wanted to change specific stuff, especially on big documents, the Canva section is the one for you. So again, if you go back, just always click here, click on Canva, and Canva will be highlighted as a blue word, and you can start writing whatever you want, and then the blocks will open up. You can click on the box, expand, and then you can choose whatever section you want and just talk with it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Start using Canva if you have a team and you have big documents that you just want to change wherever you have the time, or if you want to go and come back to that project, you can just use Canva for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next ChatGPT tutorial.